Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning to the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic, the Ravens beat the New York Giants with Lamar Jackson putting on an MVP level performance. Look. Guys, look, I'm going to be real with y'all, right? We know what this is. We know what it is. A lot of people are going to hate that we got this win the way we did, but we got it nonetheless, and we did it with Lamar going absolutely hammer. Now, some people might be wondering, if you did not watch the game, how much hammering did Lamar Jackson do? Well, picture's worth 1,000 words. 21 of 25 completion, 355 total yards, 5 passing touchdowns. More touchdowns than incompletions in this game. And I'm going to read something else off to you, because I know some people are going to be like, because, you know, how when we're scoring and stuff like that, doing that, it's like, oh, well, Derrick Henry was amazing again. That's probably why. No, Derrick didn't have a dominative performance this time at all. At all. Let me go to his stats real quick to show you. Derrick Henry had 14 carries for 67 yards. That is it. Lamar had 6 carries for 65 yards. 2 yards less than Derrick Henry. 2. So, Lamar was out of his mind this game. And to tell you the truth, it was a missed shot. Bateman almost ended up with 3 touchdowns in this game. Legit, he almost ended up with 3 touchdowns this game. With everything that I just said, there are still some problems that I see moving forward for this team. Now, I want to say that the defense, I wasn't hoopla over them. There were moments in that game where our defensive line could not get any push. None. And when I mean none. We dropped 2 interceptions. Legit just dropped it. And we watched subpar talent score on us multiple times in this game. That's a problem. I'm watching it like these are still big problems. Another big problem. It was like 10 or 11 penalties on this game. Almost 100 yards with the penalties again. There was one drive where more than half of the opponent's yards came from penalties. That's not going to cut it against the better teams. That's not going to cut it when we go to the playoffs. And the worst part about it is, it's the same people making the same penalties. You would think after all the times I'm being flagged, they would get it fixed. Now look, I get it. Some people are going to be like, we got the dub, Nitro. Why are you worrying? Because once again, all of our opponents aren't going to be the New York Giants. Next week, we got the Steelers. If you do not know, the Steelers just lost. So they're going to be itching and waiting and looking for us to put a licking on us. And everybody outside of like 2 or 3 people on our team get the yips when we go against the Pittsburgh. So yeah, I'm worried about it. Another big thing I'm worried about. Last 2 things I'm big worried about watching this game. I want to say this offensive line bothers me, and it really does. And that's what gets me mad with like Raven truthers, right? On 3 of those touchdown passes from Lamar Jackson, he was literally running for his life. He should have been dead to. There was one of them where he should have been dead to rights. The guy came right through the line, right in his face. And he kind of sidestepped, rolled, and then rolled back the other way and just floated it before he could get smashed the other way, and that was a touchdown. And I'm looking at it like, bro, if this man was not Lamar Jackson, the most elusive quarterback ever to put on cleats, that's a tackle. That's a sack for loss. That's probably a fumble. He's probably getting knocked out of the game. But yet, the same people are allowed to be in the game. Prime example, Filet himself. man, I have high aspirations for this team. Lamar Jackson fumbled the very first drive of the game, second play of what they were doing, right? And I saw a lot of people like, oh, here goes Lamar, throw away the game. Oh, Lamar can't do that. I said, I'm not worried about Lamar. In the chat, I'm not worried about Lamar. Lamar has earned grace. It's not like he's been doing this all season. He earned grace. I have no problem with it. The man goes out and scored 5 touchdowns. You can't even look me in the face. No one can look in the face about, oh, he was leaning on Derrick Henry. That's how. No! So that's like, I'm coming to a point to where I understand how everybody looks at things, but it still irks me nonetheless. Because nobody, even because we won this game and Lamar put up amazing stats, nobody's calling out the O-line. Shout out to Sit Italian because I know they're going to watch that film and be like, bro, the O-line is cooked. There's no push when Derrick Henry's going to rush the ball. That's why a lot of time he's getting hit in the backfield. And sometimes he's right there ready to break away, even the second level. But because it took him so long to break that tackle, the first tackle, he ends up getting brought down for only like 8, 9, or 10 when it could have been 20 or 30 because the O-line refuses to block. There was a play where Filet just was like, oh, man, I don't feel like trying this play. Okay, I'm tired. Lamar, all right, here, let me help you out, Lamar. My bad, man. I was tired. Oh, my God. Help me. Oh. That's how he was. I swear to God, you can go back and look at it. I was like, yo, is this man like, the guy goes around to me that stands there like, what am I doing out here? Listen, man, once again, high aspirations for the Ravens. Happy that we put on a 5-touchdown game. I was ecstatic. I was celebrating. Y'all saw it. I was in the chat. This is how we do it. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. We was having fun. But then you have to have context. And then you have to come back to reality. Back to life. Back to reality. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm doing here. Not every team is going to be the New York Giants. They didn't even allow Tucker to kick. They're like, nah, man, you good, man. Tucker's like, you sure? There was one time I saw Tucker warming up at the sideline. Lamar looked over like, we going for it, bro. Tucker put his head down like, all right. But no, for real, though. He was on the sideline. Of course, Lamar wouldn't do or say anything like that. But he was on the sideline warming up because he looked like he was getting ready. And they're like, no. You know how bad it is with Tucker right now? People are celebrating the fact he didn't miss an extra point. Not even a field goal. Extra points. That's crazy. Crazy. But shout out to Lamar for having another monster game. I think it was Truthmonger that said that he was going to have a Jackson 5 this game. It was literally at 28-7 third quarter. And I'm like, he might go for another one, and it might go to Justice Hill. And then he hits it to Justice Hill, and Justice Hill's running up the sideline. I'm like, see, there it goes. So, nothing but love and respect, but definitely a lot to worry about moving forward. We got the Steelers. The Steelers lost versus Philly. That's right, Philly beat the Steelers. So now they're literally one game ahead of us. We win the next game, we should be ahead of them. So we're going to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's tightening up. And the Buffalo Bills won their game, so they're going to be like, oh, he beat Detroit. Josh Allen for the MVP. Now, he might lose the last 0-2 games and stuff like that, but we're going to get to see what happens. But definitely happy that we were able to put up a lot of score, a lot of points. Lamar looked amazing, but there's so much to feel uncomfortable with this team that I thought I should point it out. But what do you guys think? Were you happy with what you saw today? Did you think, Lamar went off, that was crazy? Or are you saying, nah, this looks off. Why are certain people still playing? Why is Makari still in? You know what I'm saying? Why is Filet still in? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? If you're feeling that way and you ask those questions, let me know what you think down in the comment section, please, all right? But as always, that's episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know, love the comments. And if you haven't done so already, check out the TheWunderkindShow's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you'd like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that. Bottom of the screen, QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This your host, Dr. signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp!
Finish him, Daddy.
Shaboing, boing, 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 boing.